Most of us have been taught to set business goals the SMART goals way. And I have a new way to help you set goals that's going to be so much more exciting and make the process of achieving those goals so much simpler. Welcome to today's video. My name is Brooke, and on this channel you are going to find videos about coaching, about online business, about NLP and hypnosis, and all of those good things. So I want to help you set your 2021 business goals if you haven't set them already. And even if you have set them, you can implement what I'm going to show you in today's video into your goal system as well. Try it out and see how it works. Now, most of us have been taught to use SMART goals. Most of us have been taught to use a goal setting system that is, I will achieve X goal by X time. So result by time. And we can often feel a little bit disappointed or let down or like we're failing if we don't hit those goals. I used to set really specific goals, like I will have this many clients, I will sell this many courses, I will have this many students, and it was way too specific. It led me into overwhelm and it made me feel like shit when I didn't achieve them. But there is an easier and a way more fun way to set goals, and that is what I'm going to show you today. So in order to go through this, I suggest you have some paper or something to take notes on so you can write down all of the things that I say, but this is a video, so you can rewind and come back to it whenever you want. And you can follow the categories that I give you, or you can change them up to suit your business or your style or whatever it is that you want. Think of this as an outline. If you like the categories that I share with you, then feel free to continue on with those. But if you find that there's something else that works better for your business, then you can do that too. So the first thing that I like to do when I am doing my goal setting is set an impossible goal. So this is a goal, and I focus on one thing for my impossible goal. I don't set 10 impossible goals because that's way too much. Set one thing, so one goal for an impossible goal. Now, even if you have a business, or you can use this whole goal system even if you don't have a business, that's totally fine too. So let's just focus on, for now, if you do have a business, you don't have to make your impossible goal related to your business, but you can. So maybe you have a weight loss goal, or it could be an income goal, or whatever it is. So I like to set mine, because I'm focusing this around business as well. I am going to set my impossible goal as an income goal. Now, what I like to do here is make it seem impossible. The point of this is to make the goal seem almost unattainable. So kind of impossible. That's the whole point here. So much so that we kind of like can trick our brain into, it's gonna say that's impossible, you'll never be able to do that, and we can just say back to it, yeah, I know, that's okay, I know I'll never be able to do it, but keep taking action towards getting there anyway. Now, the first thing that you might be asking is, what's the point of trying to achieve a goal if you know it's impossible? Well, first thing is, we don't know it's impossible. Like, it could very well happen, but it's very not likely to our mind. But the most important thing here is that when you're setting all of these goals, when you are setting any goal, shift the focus from being what you're going to get in what amount of time to who you're going to become along the way. So let's say that you have an income goal. That's going to be your impossible goal. It's going to be related to your income. And let's say it's $500,000, for example. What you're going to do is, and the same goes for all of your goals, all of the goals that you set, if you're using the system that I give you, or if you have your own system, all of the goals that you set, shift the focus from, I'm going to make $500,000 this year, to, I'm going to become the person who has $500,000. And this takes the pressure off that end result, off that I have to make this number, and instead it shifts the focus to being about you. It shifts the focus to being internal and the transformation that you are going to make along the way. Because the reality is, in order to achieve the money, the income that you want to achieve, or the weight loss, it's not about achieving the number. You have to become a certain person along the way. You have to change your habits, you have to change your mindset, your beliefs, and those are the things that are going to get you to that end result. So when you shift the focus to, I'm going to become the person who has this amount of money, that is, it's going to be so liberating for you to really, really transform the way that you move forward and take action. If it's a weight loss goal, it's not going to be, I am the person who loses 15 pounds. It's going to be, I am the person who, it could be weighs X, it could be goes to the gym every day, it could be something like that as well. So always want to focus it and state it in the positive. Okay, so that's the first thing out of the way, is the impossible goal. The next thing that we are going to focus on in your goal setting is growth. How do you want to grow in 2021? So this could be your Instagram. How do you want your Instagram to grow? How do you want your YouTube to grow? Your podcast to grow? Any of your programs to grow? What skills do you need to learn this year? What skills will help you get to that impossible goal? What skills can you use to help you along the way? Is it going to be like tax? Are you going to have to learn how to do your taxes? Are you going to have to learn how to manage clients better? Are you going to have to learn how to use some other online platforms? What skills are you going to need? And it could also be personal as well. So you can set personal growth goals, like I want to be a better partner. I want to whatever. It can be any type of personal goal as well. But the first thing that you're going to do is just set your growth goals. And this is just a list. All you need to write down is just a few dot points. We're not putting dates on it. This is just going to be for 2021. That's it. Now, for each of these things, each of these goals, you can write the following down, and I'll put it on the screen as well. You can write the following down, or you can just kind of go over them in your head. But the first thing that I want you to ask yourself for each of these goals is, what's the desired outcome for these goals? This is the why. Why do you want to achieve this goal? You know that you need to have a really strong why in order to do it. You need to have a reason for losing the weight, for being a better partner, for making more money. The second one is, how specifically can you take action toward these goals? What specific actions are you going to take? Now, just saying I'm going to post more on social media is not specific enough. You need to get, this is like the nitty gritty, where you do need to be specific about the actions you're going to take to get there. When are you going to post? What kind of content are you going to post? How many times are you going to post? And then you also might need to think, what systems or what processes, or how do you need to set yourself up for success to make sure that you can actually take those actions, to make sure you follow through with those actions. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next section here, our next pillar, and that is income. How much money do you want to make? So if you've already set your impossible goal as an income goal, then you already know that. But if you haven't, then you can set your income goal here, and then you can think about, okay, what are the income streams that are going to help me achieve this goal, and get super clear on that. So do you have courses already? Are you planning on launching some more courses? Are you going to open up coaching? What are all the different income streams that you have that can help you achieve this income goal? And additionally, what new systems are you going to need to set up or get in place? So do you need to take care of your payment gateway? Do you need to update anything there? Do you need to update your email system? And then again, what specific actions are you going to take to help you follow through with the things that you need to do there? So not just say, I need to be better at my finances. How specifically are you going to be better at your finances? Are you going to learn an accounting software? What are you specifically going to do to help you take action towards achieving those goals? It's really important that you get specific on the actions, because if you are just general and broad and say, I'm going to be better at money, that means nothing, and your brain doesn't have to do anything to figure out how to achieve that. But when you say, okay, I'm going to achieve this goal, and these are the actions that I'm going to take to get there, then you've given your brain something to work on. And it's really important also when it comes to all of these goals, as I've already said, to really think about who you need to be in order to achieve that goal. And we'll get a little bit into that just at the end. And our final pillar here is impact. What impact do you want to have? What impact do you want your business to have. Now, this is your big vision. This is your why. And something that's really, really important for you to consider here is the 3 pillars of leadership. Now, in order for anything to be successful, there are 3 things that you need to consider. 1, how it's going to benefit you. 2, how it's going to benefit other people. And 3, how it's going to benefit the world. So this is what you can think about when you're writing down your impact, when you're really thinking about why you have the business that you have and why you do what you do. Are you doing it only because it's serving you? Or are you also considering other people? How is the work that you're doing going to benefit other people? And it likely is going to benefit other people, but just get really clear on how other people are positively impacted by the work that you do. And then think about, how is the world impacted by the work that you do? How does the impact that you have on other people impact the world as a whole? Now, these categories are really, really, really important. So many people only think about how their business is going to affect themselves when they create their business, and not enough people think about how their business is going to benefit other people and the world. If you're not thinking about these things, then you're not going to have that long-term success. You may feel overwhelmed. You may feel like you're not getting any work done. You may feel like people aren't resonating with what you're sharing. Business might be hard. You need to switch to also thinking about other people with the things that you create and the world as a whole. Okay, now finally, to tie all of this together, what I want you to do once you've set all of these goals, you've got it all written down, I want you to just take a moment and ask yourself, how will I be thinking, feeling, and acting when I have achieved all of these goals? So say that you went out to January 2022 and you looked back on your timeline over 2021, and I want you to just notice how your thoughts shifted over the year as you got closer to achieving that goal. Notice how your beliefs shifted over the year as you got closer to achieving your goals. Notice how you started acting differently and taking different actions as you got closer to achieving that goal. And just make a note of that. Make a note of the way you were thinking and feeling and acting differently as you got closer to your goals. And that is going to help you so much, because as I mentioned, the most important part of achieving a goal is who you become along the way. The results from the goal become a byproduct of how you are thinking and feeling and acting. So we don't have to strive to get that result anymore. We don't have to strive to get. We think about who we are becoming, and the result and the goals become a byproduct of the actions that we take, the thoughts that we think, the beliefs that we have about ourselves. And finally, the last thing that I want to share is something that is just so important, and it's that your success is not guaranteed until you decide to guarantee it. So what are you going to do differently today in order to guarantee your success? That is it for today's video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other goal setting tips, please share them below. I love hearing your goal setting tips, and I will be sharing so many more business tools, strategies, and things that you can implement in upcoming videos. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you learned something from this video. All right, that is it for today. I will catch you in our next video.